We'll now recognize the gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Cleaver, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Chairman Gensler, for being here today. I'm one of those people who believes that there is such a thing as climate change, and the scientists, I agree with the scientists, I guess. Most of the warming that we are experiencing actually took place over the last 40 years. And the last 9 years are the warmest temperatures that we've had since modern keeping of the weather temperatures. And I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. The Missouri is the second longest water system in North America. It waterheads up in Montana, snakes its way all the way through Missouri, and then meets up with the Mississippi in St. Louis. It goes through 7 states, and the only reason I'm mentioning that is that we are experiencing all kinds of events along the Missouri River system. We had droughts, floodings are becoming more volatile, and weather events are becoming more extreme in impacting the Missouri River. And this becomes economical in the sense that the low water levels, which are reaching sometimes record lows, disrupts business. We do a lot of barge trafficking on the Missouri and the Mississippi, and that is being disrupted. And so the crisis puts into question our viability and long-term dependability. So I was pleased that in March last year that the SEC released the proposed rule to require public companies to make a variety of quantitative and qualitative disclosures regarding climate-related risk. Is there any company, any kind of economic interest in the United States that you think would be immune immune from climate risk as we are dealing with this? Well, we may not be dealing with it as powerfully as we should, but are there any exemptions that you can think of that would companies or corporations would not be impacted, or that are not being impacted today?
Again, I understand your views. We're not a climate regulator.
I understand.
It's a matter of investors making investment choices. And for some companies, investors are getting disclosures, and we're trying to bring some comparability to that disclosures. Some companies, it's viewed as material, and some companies it's not. That's an important distinction, of course. But there's so many different sectors and so many different industries in this country, and we're merit neutral, but we're not disclosure neutral. And right now, 80+% of the top 1,000 companies are already making disclosures. It's really on our responsibility to bring some consistency and comparability for investors to get decision-useful information.
Yes, I'm not suggesting that you are the EPA or some kind of climatologist. I'm just wanting to make sure that the SEC continues to measure the impact through its disclosures of what's going on dangerously with climate change, and that it will all impact corporations.
I would say this. We have 16,000 comments. We have heard very consistently from investors that they find this information decision useful, and they would benefit from more consistency and comparability in the information they're frankly already receiving. So that's what we're focused on.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman's time's expired.